Joining me now is Chuck Devore, Vice President of the National Initiatives at the Texas Public Policy Foundation. Chuck, is this just hyperbole, this idea that there would be a climate emergency declared and some type of lockdown or semi-lockdown on our behavior and our life choices?
Well, Laura, you're onto something here, and you hinted at it earlier in your monologue, which is that you can use very high taxes to accomplish the same thing, or the equivalency of taxes. And what we're seeing from the Biden-Harris administration using the regulatory power of the Environmental Protection Agency is something called the social cost of carbon. And what is that, you might ask? It's whatever they say it is. It's really more of a political than a scientifically determined number. And it could be as much as maybe 80% of our current economy every year that they would levy on energy. And Laura, it's not just energy. It even includes things like land use, where you can build houses, where you can commute to. Energy encompasses everything in our existence, and that's the point.
Well, they think we should have a lower standard of living, right, Chuck? I mean, they don't believe America should be this powerhouse economy, stronger than Europe, stronger than Germany, France, Italy. They want us all the same. And if that means lowering the average person's standard of living, so be it. They don't care about that.
Well, and there's an additional problem, and you saw this in the United Kingdom when they started to raise energy taxes. You see something called emissions leakage. And what happened was in the United Kingdom, they still consume the same amount of stuff. And I know that could be hard if they, in essence, make everything more expensive. But they still consume the same amount of stuff. What happened was they just didn't make as much stuff in England because of the higher energy costs. They offshored their production. So what do we do about China or India, which are increasingly turning to coal-fired power to keep their grids up? Are we simply going to stop building new things in America and import more things from China? Or is the Biden administration going to impose, environmental tariffs on China? I mean, this is an administration, Laura, that just approved or dropped opposition to the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, Vladimir Putin's pipeline that goes underneath the Baltic to provide cheap Russian natural gas to Germany and other Western European countries. They cancel Keystone XL and they approve the Nord Stream 2 pipeline just today.
Well, by the way, Bill Gates is not shy about admitting that they actually he and his buddies want more power over our lives. I mean, this is not exactly a hidden agenda at this point. They believe they're better at making our decisions for us than we are. And they want to take away more decision-making for the American people, period.
Well, I hate to say it, but I think Bill Gates needs to get his own house in order first.
Okay, that's a good sentence to end on, Chuck. Great to see you tonight.